All right, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have yet another new release from Storm Products. This time it's from the Roto brand of Storm Products. A lot of buzz about this bowling ball. We're going to talk to you about it, why. We're going to talk about the bowling ball real quick, and then we're going to showcase it out on the lanes on our house shot here at my home center. So we have the brand new Roto Gremlin. So the Roto Gremlin that I drilled is pinned over my ring finger with the mass slightly away from my thumb hole. And please don't look at the CG. CGs don't matter. It's fine. But this is a pearlized Coverstock bowling ball, so it's in that HP3 line. It has the RG of 250, so a higher RG bowling ball, 058 differential. That is huge differential, ladies and gentlemen. I think the max I was told was 060. So this is about as much flare and diff that you can get. But it also has the intermediate differential, or PSA, which, as you can see, it has the mass bias right there, but it's only 010. So based on that, it has the pearlized Coverstock. It has the slight modification to the Rondure core. It's called Rondure Max D core, and that is the tweak of the core, same core that was in the Rubicon, UC2 and UC3. So I would imagine, based on the numbers and the Coverstock and everything like that, this is going to fill that gap in between the balls that I'm going to be comparing today, Optimum Idol Pearl and a Phaze AI, kind of those symmetrical options in your bag. And it's going to fill that gap in between those and balls like a Tension Star, Origin, if you had a Harsh Reality Pearl, those kind of bowling balls that are those big, strong, asymmetrical options. So let's get out on the lanes. Like I said, we're going to be throwing it on a fresh house shot here at Northwest Lanes. We're going to be using also, too, our Gremlin chamois. It's pretty cool. My guy at my pro shop gave me this, so we're going to be using this as well. And yeah, let's go out on the lanes. All right. Holy cow, this ball hooks. Woo! Now let's take a look at these flare rings real quick. Look at those flare rings. Look how separated those are, if you guys can see that. This ball flares really, really good. I'm also trying to do a record of how many trip fours I can do. I feel like Patrick Dombrowski right now, but I'm trying to see how many trip fours I can do in this video. So far, I think we're at 3. So hopefully we can keep that up. But yeah, we're going to be doing, we're going to be throwing the Gremlin a little bit more, but we're also going to be throwing it compared to a Phaze AI with a taller pin and an Optimum Idol Pearl, which was my baby before it got discontinued. So let's go out on the lanes. Like I said, Gremlin, Gremlin, Phaze AI, Optimum Idol Pearl. Let's get it. right, guys, let's talk about Gremlin, Phaze AI, Optimum Idol Pearl. Where does the Gremlin fit into my bag real quick? Yeah, the Gremlin's going to be in my bag for quite some time, and let me explain to you guys why. There's 3 balls on the market right now from Storm Products that are huge, huge fans of mine so far. We have the Ion Pro Solid, Gremlin. All 3 of those have one specific characteristics that is very similar. I think I said that right. Very similar. They're weaker asymmetrical bowling balls. And the reason I like those bowling balls is sometimes Origins, when we're talking about the Gremlin, Origins, Harsh Reality Pearls, Attention Stars, sometimes those are a little bit too strong with the amount of friction that is on the lanes nowadays and with how strong these bowling balls are. So what it does is it reads the front part of the lane super, super quick and burns up and kind of goes forward down lane. It makes it seem like it doesn't hook. That's where you would get into those symmetrics, right? So the Phaze AI, Zen 25, Optimum Idol Pearl when that was on the market, all very, very good options. But sometimes those bowling balls kind of go through, they miss that window kind of thing where it goes just a little bit behind the head pin just because they're a little too clean. This Gremlin, with it being a weaker asymmetrical option, it fits that gap fantastically. Just like my Ion Pro and my Ion Pro Solid, between like IQ Tours and Phase 2s and those big, strong Ion Maxes, so that it fits that gap really well where it's very, very versatile to me. I can throw those balls on any lane condition, I swear, literally. And they are 2 of the best balls on the market. Now with this Gremlin, I feel like this is a Pearl version of what I'm going to see out of those Ion Pro Solid. And what I mean by that is I'm going to throw this ball quite a lot. I'm going to throw this ball a lot of different surfaces, a lot of different patterns, just because it is a stronger symmetrical ball, stronger than a symmetrical ball. So it's going to read that body a little bit quicker. It's going to be a little bit more tame off the spot. You can definitely see the UC2 vibes. UC2 was very clean, but it was that nice kind of like rolly, kind of predictable motion. That's what you saw out of this. I was able to open up the lane. But this one also, too, with those asymmetrical bowling balls, like I said, sometimes they're just too strong. This one is going to read that body very well, but it's going to come off of it a little bit more than Origin, Attention Star, Harsh Reality Pearl if you had those. And that's why I think it's going to be a great addition to my bag because it fits that gap beautifully between the big, strong asymmetrics and those symmetrical options. So that is going to do it for me. Thank you guys for watching the video. Head over to your local VIP Pro Shop and get your Gremlin today, July 18th. Get yours today at your local VIP Pro Shop. Also, too, thank you to Kulik. Use my code RMcCormick10 for 10% off your order. I cannot wait for my order to come in. We have some new merch coming, some new apparel, new hats, new logos, new everything, new jerseys, and I cannot wait to get my order for the rest of the regional tour season and coming up for the league season. Also, too, thank you to Krista and Lee Sant with Bowler X. Thank you guys very, very much for everything that you guys do for us bowlers and us staffers around the world. And also, too, thank you to Vice Inserts for giving me the best feel in the biz when it comes to my tape, my thumb slugs, and my finger grips. So thank you guys for watching. This ball is going to be really, really good, and I think it's going to be a house shot killer. I really, really do. It's a great option in your bag to find and fit that gap between the strong balls and those kind of benchmark kind of options. So, like I said, get yours today. Release day, July 18th. Go get yours. Gremlin. Bye.